Welcome everybody to break 17922. This is our 25-26 Series 1. Case random number 6. Alright, 32 participants in this break. We have Richard, Brad, True North, Bob, Brian, Slick Rick, John, Matt B, Aaron, Brian, James, Jason, True North, Matt B, Elvis62, Daniel, Michael, Richard, True North, Brian, JF, Aaron, Gilles, Michael, JF, Digi27, True North, Richard, Slick Rick, Brian, and True North. Coming those across the randomizer, Richard at the top, down to True North at the bottom. Richard at the top, down to True North at the bottom. Here we go, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Matt B down to Michael. Matt B down to Michael, grabbing our teams Anaheim down through to Winnipeg. Anaheim down through to Winnipeg 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Carolina down to Montreal. Carolina down to Montreal. Here we go with your teams. Matt B with Carolina, Richard with Colorado, Digi27 with Winnipeg, Matt B with Anaheim, True North Edmonton, Elvis62 Tampa, True North with San Jose, JF with Florida, Jason with the Islanders, Brian with Ottawa, Brad with Vancouver, True North Seattle, Brian with Utah, Richard with Los Angeles, Brian with Philadelphia, Aaron with Minnesota, Slick Rick Columbus, Brian with Boston, Gilles with the Vegas Golden Knights, Slick Rick St. Louis, True North with Nashville, JF with Washington, Daniel with Chicago, Michael with Detroit, Richard with the Rangers, John with Dallas, James with Buffalo, True North Calgary, and Pittsburgh, Bob with New Jersey, Aaron with Toronto, and Michael with Montreal. A couple minutes for trades. Another minute or so for trades. All right, no trade talk. Let's jump right into the break. Here we go, everyone. Good luck. Here we go. All right, good luck, everyone. Kamagar, canvas for Colorado, Oliver Moore. Young Guns for Chicago, Igor Shesterkin. Cup Quest. Seth Jones, Encore. Florida, Kyle Connor, Speckle Cup Quest, and Logan Stankoven Bustle. Sergei Bobrovsky tracking system. Sam Morton, Young Guns for Calgary, and Cale Makar portraits. Sebastian Aho Dazzlers, Carolina, Elias Pettersson, Vancouver Canvas, and Quinn Hughes compositions. A Young Gun Canvas of Carter Mazur, Carter Mazur for Detroit. Young Gun Canvas. Riley Duran, Young Guns for Boston, and Connor Bedard, Cup Quest. Makar Encore for Colorado, Blue Parallel. Adam Fantilli Encore Columbus, and Panarin and Lafreniere. Compadres. Sizzle Reel of Connor McDavid. Jimmy Snuggerud, Young Guns for the St. Louis Blues. This one's St. Louis, and William Eklund portraits. Tracking system Logan Thompson Speckle for Washington. Matthew Barzell canvas for the Isles, and goal-oriented Austin Matthews. Artem Levshinov, Encore for Chicago. Cale Makar Sizzle Reel, and Nicholas Kakko, Young Guns for Seattle. Outburst, Winnipeg, David Gustafson. Thatcher Demko tracking systems and compositions of Anze Kopitar. Marco Rossi Encore for Minnesota. Kucherov and Hedman Compadres, and Michael Callahan Young Guns for Boston. Population Count 100. Nice hit for the St. Louis Blues, Jimmy Snuggerud. Nice low numbered population counts. Sizzle Reel of Luke Hughes, goal-oriented Sam Reinhart. Finish off box number 1. Box number 2. Alright, we have Young Gun Canvas of Yanni Nyman for Seattle, and Jacob Skarek. Islanders Young Guns, and Alex DeBrincat Cup Quest. Clear Cuts, the Rangers of Vincent Trocek. Matty Beniers Encore for Seattle, and Owen Tippett Sizzle Reel. Sizzle Reel of Sidney Crosby for Pittsburgh. Mark Catacomb, or more like Gatcomb. Sorry, Mark Gatcomb, Young Guns for the Islanders. Matt Zuccarello portraits. Cole Caulfield Dazzlers for Montreal. William Eklund canvas for San Jose. Austin Matthews compositions. Katagoche Encore for Anaheim. Sizzle Reel of Dakota Joshua, and Artem Levshinov, Young Guns for Chicago. This one's Chicago. Yeah. Well, different reiterations of that one. I got there in the end. I sort of had to, sound it out a little bit. Stefan Neeson out of 250 Deluxe for New Jersey. Leo Carlson Sizzle Reel, and goal-oriented Elias Pettersson. Went from Catacomb to Catcomb to Gatcomb. I got there in the end. Jeremy Swayman canvas for Boston. Jacob Quillen, Young Guns for Toronto, and Cup Quest Mitch Marner. Drake Batherson Encore for Ottawa, William Eklund Cup Quest Speckle, and Andrei Vasilevsky Tracking System. Patrick Laine, Uri Slafkovsky Compadres, Joachim Kemmel, Young Guns for Nashville, and Seth Jarvis Portraits. Alex Tuck, Bustle Speckle for Buffalo. Brent Clark, Canvas, Goal-Oriented, Leon Draisaitl. Brock Faber Encore for Minnesota, Joseph Wool Tracking Systems, and Rodrigo Abels, or Apples, for Philadelphia Young Guns. Yuri Kulich, Outburst for Buffalo, Evander Kane Bustle, and Jason Robertson Compositions. Box number 3. Connor Geeky, Outburst for Tampa. Yaroslav Askarov, Tracking Systems, and Goal-Oriented Lucas Raymond. Matthew Nyes Encore for Toronto, Lane Hudson Bustle for Montreal, and Luca Cagnoni, Young Guns for San Jose. Young Gun Canvas Noah Osland for the Buffalo Sabres. Carson Dort, Young Guns Philadelphia, and Jason Robertson Dallas. Cup Quest. Troy Terry, Black and White Canvas for Anaheim. UC Saros Encore and Sizzle Reel. Sergei Bobrovsky. Igor Shesterkin Canvas for the Rangers, Matthew Robertson, Young Guns for the Rangers, Jonathan Marchessault Portraits. Mika Zibanejad Encore for the Rangers, Artemi Panarin Goal-Oriented Speckle, and DeBrincat and Larkin Compadres. Logan Thompson Tracking System Washington, Dalibor Dvorsky Young Guns for St. Louis, and Matthew Wood Portraits for Nashville. Sizzle Reel Speckle Austin Matthews, Jonathan Huberdeau Calgary, and Matthew Tkachuk Compositions Florida. Sizzle Reel of Leon Draisaitl for Edmonton, Skylar Brindamore, Young Guns for Carolina, Macklin Celebrini Compositions. Brandon Hagel Tampa, Dazzlers, Dylan Holloway Canvas, and Martin Natchez Colorado Cup Quest. Morgan Riley Encore for Toronto, Sizzle Reel of Kent Johnson and Jacob Melanson. Jacob Melanson for Seattle Young Guns. Parker Kelly Exclusives out of 100 for the Colorado Avalanche. Philip Grubauer Tracking Systems, and Evgeny Malkin. Box 4. Jack Hughes, Luke Hughes, Compadres. Owen Sillinger, Young Guns for Columbus, and Braden Point, Goal-Oriented. Young Gun Canvas, Oliver Rodrigue. Oliver Rodrigue. Vili Koivunen. Young Guns for Pittsburgh and Kyle Connor, compositions. Clayton Keller, Utah, black and white canvas. JT Miller Encore. Jordan Binnington tracking systems. Sizzle reel of David Pasternak, Valerie Nikushkin, Josh Morrissey portraits. Lucas Raymond Dazzlers, Connor McMichael Washington, goal-oriented Jack Eichel. William Carlson Encore for Vegas, Jeremy Swayman tracking systems, Jacob Mellinson, Young Guns for Seattle. Holotypes of Alex DeBrincat for the Detroit Red Wings. Nice one, Detroit. Toffoli and Celebrini Compadres. And compositions of Sean Monahan. Canvas Jordan Binnington for the Blues. Luca Cagnoni. Young Guns for San Jose. Zach Hyman Cup Quest. John Carlson Encore for Washington, Sidney Crosby compositions, and tracking systems of Samuel Urson. Brady Kachuk Bustle for Ottawa, Michael Callahan, Young Guns Boston, and Matthew Kachuk portraits. White Johnston Encore for Dallas, Sizzle Reel of Quinn Hughes and Dylan Duke, Tampa Young Gun. Kiefer Sherwood Outburst for Vancouver, Nathan McKinnon Sizzle Reel, and Sebastian Aho compositions. Box number 5. Kachuk and Barkov for Florida, Gabe Perreault, Young Guns for the Rangers, and compositions of Alex Ovechkin. Young Gun Canvas, Matthew Robertson for the New York Rangers. Ethan Frank, Young Guns for Washington, Jesper Bratt, goal-oriented. I think every box has had a Young Gun Canvas so far. Andrei Vasilevsky Encore Blue for Tampa, Devin Tays Encore, Sam Reinhart Bustle. Jack Eichel Dazzlers for Vegas, Darcy Kumper Canvas, and Artem Levshinov. Mark Stone Encore for Vegas, Makar and McKinnon Compadres, and Tim Washe, Young Guns for Anaheim. Washi. Is it Washi? Washi. Matthew Barzell, Dazzlers Purple or Pink. Jason Marchment, Sizzle Reel, and compositions Rasmus Dahlin. Owen Power Canvas for Buffalo, Victor Ostman. Young Guns for Seattle, and Sidney Crosby compositions. Hey, what's up, Kevin? How are you, bud? Evan Bouchard Encore for Edmonton, Artem Levshinov portraits, and Philip Gustafson tracking systems. Seth Jarvis, a Bustle, a Young Guns of Ian Moore for Anaheim, goal-oriented Sidney Crosby. Yep, all good here, buddy. Yep, all good. Thank you. Linus Olmark, Tracking Systems, Logan Cooley Canvas, William Eklund Cup Quest. Uri Sapkowski Encore for Montreal, Matthew Nyes, Sizzle Reel, and Parker Ford. Young Guns for Winnipeg. Outburst Mark Stone for Vegas, Sizzle Reel of Wyatt Johnston, Gabe Perreault, Portraits. Looks like we've done all the boxes with the Young Gun canvases. We should have one more with the Young Gun canvas, and then move on to the Outburst Young Guns and the Clear Cut Young Guns and all that sort of stuff. It's weird, all six, well, it's 5 of the 6 on the top so far had the Young Gun canvases, so we'll see if it's the top 6 boxes with all the canvases. Sizzle Reel of Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and Ryan Leonard, Young Guns for Washington, Connor Bedard composition. There's the other Young Gun canvas, Ville Koivunen. Young Gun canvas for the Pens. Jack Finley, Young Guns for Tampa, Connor Bedard. Portraits. Oh, a clear-cut Young Gun, Mark Gatcomb. I got it right that time. Mark Gatcomb, Young Gun clear-cut for the New York Islanders. Very nice. So, clear-cut Young Gun and Young Gun canvas so far in this box. Sergei Bobrovsky for Florida, Nazem Kadri. Chris Letang Dazzlers, Troy Terry Canvas, Jared McCann Cup Quest. Kelmakar Encore for Colorado, Alex Tuck Bustle and Joakim Kemmel. Young Guns for Nashville. Compositions, Dylan Larkin Red for Detroit, numbered out of 199. Samuel Montembeault Tracking System, Zach Werenski Portraits. Clayton Keller for the Mammoth Canvas, Oliver Rodriguez. Go with that. Or is it Olivier Rodriguez? Goal-oriented William Nylander. Travis Sanheim Encore for Philadelphia, Roman Josi Cup Quest, and Sizzle Reel of Brady Tkachuk. Tracking Systems, Joey Decord, Matthew Wood, Young Guns for Nashville, and Lane Hudson compositions. Tracking Systems, Speckle, Pyotr Kochetkov, Jake Sanderson Canvas, Chris Kreider Cup Quest. Andrei Vasilevsky Encore for Tampa, UC Saros Tracking Systems, and Rory Cairns, Young Guns for Calgary. Jacob Gauthier, Young Gun Outburst for the Philadelphia Flyers. Very nice. Outbursts do look cool this year. Leo Carlson Bustle and Noah Ostlund. Portraits. Lucas Dostal canvas for Anaheim, Sam Morton, Young Guns Calgary, and Nick Suzuki compositions. Ivan Barbashev, Encore for Vegas, Alex Ovechkin, compositions Speckle, and Connor Hellebuck tracking systems. Jonathan Marchessault Bustle, Donovan Sabrango, Young Guns for Ottawa, and Nikita Kucherov, goal-oriented. Noah Osland, Dazzlers for Buffalo, Samuel Montembeault, Montreal Canvas, Delibor Dvorsky, Portraits for the Blues. Leon Draisaitl Encore, tracking systems of Igor Shesterkin, Ivan Demidov, Young Guns for the Montreal Canadiens. There you go, Habs. Demidov 1. Leon Draisaitl canvas for Edmonton, Yanni Nyman, Young Guns for Seattle, goal-oriented Kirill Kaprizov. Jake Sanderson, black and white canvas for Ottawa. Zach Hyman, Encore. Ilya Sorokin, tracking systems. Matthews and Nylander, compadres. Victor Osman, Young Guns for Seattle. David Pasternak, compositions. Samuel Montembeault, tracking systems for Montreal. Mario Ferrero, canvas, and Kirill Kaprizov, Cup Quest. Cole Perfetti Encore for Winnipeg, Sizzle Reel of Arturi Lehkonen, and Rory Cairns, Young Guns for Calgary. Oh, the holotypes are cool for sure. Parker Ford, Young Gun Outburst for the Winnipeg Jets. Matthew Tkachuk, Sizzle Reel, and Alex Ovechkin. Compadres Red of Slafkovsky and Laine at a 199 for Montreal. Alex Ovechkin, Tom Wilson, and Jack Hughes compositions. Jacob Slavin canvas for Carolina. Owen Sillinger, Young Guns for Columbus. Jake Gunsel compositions. Gabe Perreault, Encore for the Rangers. Compositions Speckle, Dylan Larkin. Cole Perfetti, Sizzle Reel. Ken Talbot, Tracking Systems Detroit. Dylan Duke, Young Guns for Tampa. Steven Stamkos, goal-oriented. Tim Stützle, Dazzlers for Ottawa. Cole Perfetti, Winnipeg Canvas. Nazem Kadri, Portraits. Carter Verhaeghe canvas for the Panthers. Jacob Quillen, Young Guns for Toronto, and goal-oriented Alex Ovechkin for Washington. Clear-cut Morgan Barron for Winnipeg. Nikita Kucherov, Encore for Tampa. Matt Boldy, Bustle. Tracking Systems, Dustin Wolf. Ivan Demidov, number 2. I said for the Montreal Canadiens. Double Demidov case. Let's leave it open here. Very nice. Compositions, Cal McCarr. Powder Kochetkov, Encore for Carolina. Owen Tippett, Bustle, and Donovan Sabrango, Young Guns for Ottawa. Sizzle Reel of Sergei Bobrovsky, canvas of Thomas Harley, Thatcher Demko Cup Quest. Mackenzie Blackwood, Encore, Aho and Svechnikov Compadres, and Nikita Tolopilo, Young Guns for Vancouver. Outburst of Blake Lizotte for Pittsburgh. Sizzle Reel Mason McTavish. Portraits Patrick Laine for Montreal. Ooh, we got a red outburst. Not a young gun. It is number 25. Kent Johnson. Red outburst. 5 out of 25 for the Columbus Blue Jackets. This one, Columbus. Darcy Comfort Tracking Systems, Tyler Toffoli Compositions. Box number 9. Cole Caulfield Canvas for Montreal. Colton Dock. Young Guns for Chicago. Kyle Connor Cup Quest. David Pasternak Encore for Boston. Rasmus Dahlin Compositions. And Evander Kane Sizzle Reel. Matthew Nyes, Bustle for Toronto. Rodrigo Abels, Young Guns for Philadelphia. Mort Sider, Detroit Portraits. Oh, it's his birthday? There you go. Good card to pull on his birthday. Owen Tippett, canvas for Philadelphia. Jacob Skerrick, Young Guns for the Islanders. And Roman Josi, Cup Quest for Nashville. Black and white Young Gun canvas, Rory Cairns for the Calgary Flames. Nice one, Calgary. Jordan Binnington Encore, Dylan Holloway Bustle. Sizzle Reel of Luke Evangelista for Nashville. Zane Perrick, Young Guns for the Calgary Flames. And Dylan Holloway Portraits. Kiefer Sherwood, Bustle Speckle, canvas Dylan Cousins, gold driven Artemi Panarin, or gold oriented Artemi Panarin. Alex Ovechkin Encore for Washington, Elvis Merzlikins Tracking Systems, Sam Rinzel, Young Guns for Chicago. Mason McTavish, Outburst for Anaheim, Mort Sider, Bustle, and Compositions, Dylan Larkin. Frank Vetrano, Dazzlers, Patrick Laine, Canvas, Montreal, Compositions, Marco Rossi. Igor Shesterkin, Encore for the Rangers, Jake Ottinger, Tracking Systems, and Quinn Hudson, Young Guns for Edmonton. Nathan McKinnon out of 250, Deluxe for Colorado. Jared McCann, Sizzle Reel, and gold-oriented Brady Chuck. Finish off box number 9. Box number 10. Will Smith, canvas for San Jose. Ozzy Weisblatt, Young Guns for Nashville, and Timo Meier. Alexander Barkov Encore, Dylan Holloway Portrait Speckle, and Kiefer Sherwood. Bustle for Vancouver. Protocol Chetkov Tracking Systems Carolina, Mark Gatcombe. Young Guns for the Islanders, Dougie Hamilton Portraits. Ross Colton, Canvas for Colorado. Ryan Suzuki, Young Guns for Carolina. Philip Forsberg, Compositions. Travis Sanheim Encore Blue for Philadelphia. Philip Forsberg Nashville. Forsberg and Yossi Compadres. Sizzle Reel, David Pasternak. Artem Levshinov, Young Guns for Chicago. Goal-oriented Cole Caulfield. Compadres, Hellebuck and Morrissey. Steven Stamkos Canvas, Brandon Hagel Portraits. Mortsider Encore for Detroit. Sam Reinhart Sizzle and Ville Koivunen. Young Guns for Pittsburgh. Outburst of Bobby McMahon for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Tracking Systems, Linus Ullmark and Matty Beniers. Compositions. Jared McCann Dazzlers for Seattle. Nikita Kucherov Tampa Canvas. Goal-oriented Connor McDavid. Andrei Svechnikov Encore. Connor Hellebuck, Josh Morrissey, and Yanni Nyman. Population Count 500, Jacob Markstrom. For the New Jersey Devils, Austin Matthews Sizzle Reel. Erik Karlsson Compositions. Box 11. Canvas Kaprizov and Ovechkin. Justin Robidas, Young Guns for Carolina. Tage Thompson Portraits. Frank Vetrano Encore for Anaheim. Goal-oriented, Sidney Crosby. McDavid and Draisaitl Compadres. Sizzle Reel of Kirill Marchenko, Dominic Shine. Young Guns for Detroit, Tim Stützle Compositions. Ivan Demidov, Dazzlers for Montreal. Jake Ottinger Canvas, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins Cup Quest. Oliver Moore Encore. Sebastian Aho Sizzle Reel, Elias Pettersson, Young Guns for Vancouver. Alex Ovechkin Dazzlers Pink for Washington. Mackenzie Blackwood Tracking System. Austin Matthews Portraits. Tongue-tied. Nick Foligno Canvas for Chicago. Demidov and Levshinov. Young Gun Checklist. Random at the end. And Cup Quest of Erik Karlsson. Clear Cuts, Casey Cizikas for the New York Islanders, Boone Jenner. Encore, Sizzle Reel, Philip Forsberg. Sizzle Reel of Kyle Connor. Noah Ostlund, Young Guns for Buffalo. Linus Ullmark Portraits. Sizzle Reel, Speckle of Sam Reinhart, Adam Lowry Canvas, and Clayton Keller. Compositions. Mark Scheifele Encore for Winnipeg, Aiden Hill. Tracking Systems, Jacob Gauthier. Young Guns for Philadelphia. And Mikhail Sergachev, Outburst for Utah, Zach Werenski Bustle, and goal-oriented Nathan McKinnon. Final box. Final box, break number 17922. Krista Tang, Canvas for Pittsburgh, Ozzy Weisblad, Young Guns for Nashville, and goal-oriented Kirill Marchenko. Encore, Zach Werenski for Columbus, Gabe Perreault, and Cam Fowler. Sizzle Reel of Nazem Kadri, Cam Lund, Young Guns for San Jose, Robert Thomas for St. Louis. Jake Ottinger, Dazzlers for Dallas, Jared McCann Canvas, and Connor Hellebuck Cup Quest. Connor Bedard Encore for Chicago, Stuart Skinner Tracking Systems, Jimmy Snuggerud, Young Guns for St. Louis. Forsberg and Yossi Compadres, Kevin Hayes Canvas, Adrian Kempe Cup Quest. Blake Coleman Canvas, Carter Mazur, Young Guns for Detroit, and Adam Fox. Sergei Bobrovsky Encore for Florida, Tage Thompson Encore, Jacob Markstrom Tracking Systems. Jesper Bratt Bustle, Oliver Moore, Young Guns Chicago, Connor Bedard, Chicago. William Eklund Encore for San Jose, Charlie Lindgren. Tracking Systems, Matthew Robertson, Young Guns for the Rangers. Casey Cizikas, Outburst for the Islanders, Jack Eichel, Mark Stone, and Wyatt Johnston. And final pack. Tyler Bertuzzi, Bustle for Chicago, Brant Clark, Portraits. 2 hits in that one. 2 hits in that pack. All right. A couple of checklists to randomize here. Hey, Daniel. What's up, buddy? Washington. And Montreal, Chicago. All right, Montreal, Chicago first up. Demidov and Levshinov. Here we go, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That one going to the owner of Chicago. And Minnesota, Washington, the canvas between Kaprizov and Ovechkin. 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going to Washington. All right, that does it for break number 17922, our 25-26 Series 1. Team Random number 6. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thanks very much.